Welcome to the COMC Community Spotlight Show, of course, presented by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center, where your health is their mission. And as it is, we have the CEO of COMC. That's hard to say. I got it right that time.
You did it great.
Right.
You did
CEO,
great.
the big cheese, the big boss from COMC, Kelly Miller, with us today. How's Kelly?
I'm good. It's a gorgeous day outside. Can't complain for January in Missouri.
Typical Missouri winter, right? Hot one day, cold the next.
Really warm and sunny. I love it.
Wow. A lot of cold and flu and allergies and everything else.
Yeah, nothing is dying.
Wow. Thank goodness for COMC.
Well, thank you.
To help people with that. Okay, so every year about this time, we kind of do a year in review, a look ahead to the year to come for COMC. 2025 was an amazing year.
Crazy.
For COMC, right? So much more growth, so much more expansion, new facilities, everything. You guys are you always have something going on.
Always. 2025 was a year of planned growth and projects, but also unplanned.
Really? Some things popped up that you were just able to take advantage of? Absolutely.
Some opportunities are too good to pass, and you just want to continue the services in the community.
Right. Right. What was too good to pass up that popped up as here you go, here's a gift?
Yeah. So probably the number one is our new clinic in the Hy-Vee location. So I say new, it's been since June. I guess we've been open since September with the Barnabys and the team, but that really came from just a random email that I received from somebody that walked out of Baxter's and saw our billboard, did a little research, and now, 6 months later, we have a new location that was not planned for.
Right, and so convenient. I mean,
it is.
Talk about
really
convenience. Right there beside Hy-Vee, big parking lot, everything.
Right next to the pharmacy in Hy-Vee.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's incredible.
It is so good.
Okay, so now since you've taken over as CEO, how many years have you been there now?
Oh my gosh, it was 6 years in October.
6 years.
6 years already.
I mean, and since you've been there, COMC has just exploded in growth and expansion. Is that an accident? I mean, when you took over COMC, I mean, did you kind of have this plan in mind of this incredible growth, or is this just kind of a surprise to you, a shock that it's happened the way it's happened?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think, as a strategic leader, you always want to grow and meet the needs of the community. The lake is growing, the needs are growing. We've lost several healthcare providers like SSM, and, over the years while I've been. So I think, meeting the need definitely requires growth. When I started, it was October of 2019, and then what happened? COVID.
Right away.
Right? And so I think a lot of the growth was spurred on by that. So it was felt a little unintentional, but, once you get your team growth oriented, and they get that bug and that excitement, I mean, it just keeps going. And here we are at the beginning of 2026, and it's not going to stop this year. We have so many new things coming and expanding the things that we're already doing.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
When I started, we had 97 employees, including all of our providers, and now we're up to 224 to 230.
Wow,
so.
More than double the growth.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty stunning.
2.5 times.
What are you most proud of with all of that growth over those 6 years? I mean, from expanding in Camdenton to new places in Eldon and Laurie and all that. What are you most proud of all those ways that you've grown?
Oh my gosh.
That's
a tricky question.
It's kind of hard to choose from, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It is. There's a lot. I think growing in ways that meet the community need. So that's probably number one. But truly, and I can't take all the credit for this, but growing an amazing team that sees the vision and what the health center can be, what we are, and where we're going. So, and that are not afraid to take some calculated risk. We kind of talked about that before the show, how we make the decisions. But, like I said, meeting the needs, but having that team in place that can see the vision and that can really make it happen daily. Because my role is not to make the daily happen, right?
Right, yeah.
And so being able to trust my team to get these projects off the ground. is something that I'm hugely proud of.
But that's kind of a known fact in the business world. If the best business leaders are the best delegators.
Absolutely.
They find the best people and put them
get out of the
around them.
way.
Yeah,
Get
and
out of
kind
the
of
way.
do. I mean, maybe the big vision, but it's like, okay, here's the vision. Let's go do
Absolutely.
it, right? So
Perfect.
And we get the pleasure, the gift of having some of your top people come and talk to us like every month or 2 months.
Yeah.
Let us know what's going on at COMC. I mean, you've got incredible people like, Bree Lynch or Ashley McDonald or the Barnabys. You mentioned them earlier. Or I mean, just so many good people. How do you find these people? Is there a certain formula you have to find good people, or do you just get lucky?
No, I don't think it's necessarily luck. I think when you're doing the right thing and you're serving like you truly are meant to serve, that people that are like-minded will come to you. I kind of always joke with my team, like, we're in public health. We could all go find jobs with different schedules or make more money or be in different communities. But when you truly find the people that have that mission for public health in their heart, like-minded people do the right thing, and mission-driven people, they just all kind of come together to do what's the right thing and to provide. Like, it's not always flashy. I know sometimes it looks like COMC is always out there with events, and we're always, sponsoring things and in magazines and ads and doing all the things. But truly, it is hard work every single day, from the person who answers the phone to the MA, to the lab person. Sometimes I think that's who gets lost in the mix because they're not here or they're not always the most flashy. But I mean, they are just as mission driven as the people at the top or our amazing board of directors. It truly takes that whole team of like-minded, passionate people.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, being a sports guy, I kind of give it a sports metaphor, but you need everybody on the team to be doing what they do
Absolutely.
best. And when it gels, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, so we'll continue to talk with Kelly Miller, the Big Cheese, CEO at COMC, when we come back on the COMC Community Spotlight Show. At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic and 2 pediatricians with same-day appointments available. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone with 5 primary care locations conveniently located across the Ozarks. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission. Welcome back to the COMC Community Spotlight Show. Kelly Miller, the CEO of COMC. There's a lot of pressure in that job, isn't there? I mean, being the big boss, you've got 200 and some people relying on you. Does that ever hit you of, man, this is kind of some stress here?
Yes.
Every once in a while?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm feeling re-energized because it's January, but yeah, absolutely. It's stressful. And, what I would say is, I think that a lot of times people don't realize that there's also pressure and requirements from the federal government, the state level, other agencies. So it's not, it's not just my own stress of like, I want to provide and do the best for our community.
Yeah.
But there are other requirements that we have to meet that sometimes, go against what we want to do for not necessarily for the community, but what we think is best at the time.
Right. Very litigious. I mean, you
can
really
be.
have to mind your P's and Q's.
And a little political sometimes.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately.
But unfortunately.
But what is not political now?
Absolutely. But what's important is that we just get up every day and we do the right thing for our community and our patients, and I have faith that it will all work out.
There you go. That's the way you got to do it. One of the big expansion things you've done, we talked earlier about the new place in Osage Beach, right beside Hy-Vee there, the clinic. In the last year or so, you have expanded in Camdenton, and you added some big things there, some important things. What did you add?
We basically almost doubled the size of the building. So now we have nowhere to go but up, and we do have an empty basement, but we added more family practice exam rooms and pediatrics, and then we added a whole second dental suite.
Right.
Basically, that has led us to open the dental urgent care. It's been open a year. And so we have just a little, because I'm a data nerd, so we have taken care of over 1,550 community members through the dental urgent care. So that's Monday through Saturday, which is just really amazing. And then in that wing, we also do pediatric sedation for the dental. So we've had over 60 kiddos who've been able to come in, be seen by one of our dentists, have extensive work with an anesthesiologist present, and really keep them out of the hospital OR, which is just not good for anybody, right? It's much better to take your kid to the dental clinic and get some things taken care of than have to have that extensive work at the dental OR. And so super excited in starting, I think in November of 2025, but really gearing up now. We are also offering OBGYN services in Camdenton 1 day a week.
Okay.
So Dr. Chisholm is getting out of the comforts of his Osage Beach clinic and heading over to Camdenton to provide access, just to keep it local for our residents and, cut down on some of the transportation challenges.
And all of these things are really important for a community, a rural-ish community.
Absolutely.
When you talk about dental urgent care, that's something, if you don't have that in Camdenton, somewhere in the lake area, you're gonna have to go to Jeff City or
Absolutely.
Springfield, and that's a lot of pain for a long drive.
It is for sure. And the other thing is being a good community partner is keeping those patients out of the emergency department. Emergency departments don't typically like to treat dental pain. You might get an antibiotic.
Yeah.
But just being able to be that resource for the community.
Yeah.
And I should add, Chris, it's coming. She started today, but we are also adding optometry.
Really?
So it won't be a fixed clinic, but it is on our mobile optometry unit.
Yeah.
And Dr. McCurry's first day is today. So we will start in about March, because there's some things that need to be done, but providing in Camdenton and Richland. And then probably once August starts, we'll be doing more outreach to the schools, like the mobile dental and mobile medical unit. But that's the big ad this year is optometry.
So now we've been talking about optometry, and that is now pretty much here. So keep that in mind for COMC on top of everything else.
Right.
You guys do so much in the community, so many events, which is very cool. It's a gift to the community, but it also helps COMC. But what are the events that like tweak your heart's strings, or
Sure,
that
absolutely.
that are most dear to you that you do with COMC?
Sure. So it's kind of twofold. So the first is our events that we host that raise funds for our patient assistance. It all goes to patient assistance. So our 2 5Ks, the one in the spring that's getting ready to come up, which is the color run. If you've never done one, that's a fun time. And then we have our golf tournament in May, and then we'll have a second run in the fall. Again, all for patient assistance for those patients who need transportation issues, can't pay, or assistance, can't pay for their dentures, just different things. But if we want to talk personal, which people joke that I don't have a lot of feelings, I am so proud of the relationship that we have with Super Splash, with the water park.
Yeah.
We co-hosted Champions Day with them in July. And I volunteered, and so did my daughter. And it was just truly a meaningful experience to see families come out before the park actually opened, to be able to bring their kiddos that might not be able to handle the stimulation of a full park, and just for them to have that access for 2 hours themselves, and just the feedback from the families, and just how thankful they were and how life-changing it was for their kiddos. And so many said, we're going to be able to stay for the full day because they were able to slowly acclimate. Just having those community partners. And then near and dear to my heart is the holiday party that we have, Christmas at the Hub, which is our resource center down on the Strip. Again, we have so many amazing community partners that help us gather toys. This year, we were able to help provide Christmas for about 150 families.
Wow.
We provided toys. They had cookie decorating. We made ornaments with them, hot chocolate. It's just so amazing to see them come in with their families. They can get diapers from the changing table, free formula if they need it, and just to watch the kiddos light up. Again, my daughter and I volunteered. There may be some crazy pictures of me in my Christmas pajamas, but it's just, it's those moments that remind you why you do the hard work every day.
Yeah.
That's talk about the stress. Those are the de-stressors.
Yeah, those are the whys.
Those are the whys.
Why you do what you do.
Yep.
Kelly Miller, CEO of COMC. You see now why COMC has just become so huge for for our community. Thank you so much
Thanks,
for coming
Chris.
by.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you for joining us for the COMC Community Spotlight Show.
You're watching Lake TV.